Good afternoon, boys and girls of 4 and C. This is Mr. C back at ya, also known as Big C. And today we are going to be talking about the metric system. Okay, so what is the metric system? Well, the metric system is a system that was created by some really smart guy sometime really long ago. And it's basically used when we're talking about measurement, okay? These are the prefixes of the metric system. And when I say prefix, what I mean is the little word that goes before the unit of measurement. It'll make a little bit more sense as I move through the tutorial. But here we go. Here's the metric system. It starts from the largest unit all the way to the smallest unit, okay? And here it goes. It goes kilo, hecto, deca, base. This is your base unit. This is what we're going to talk a lot about in this tutorial. Deci, centi, and milli, okay? So the most important thing to remember about what I just went through there is that kilo is the largest, milli is the smallest, okay? Now right in the middle, you have what's called the base unit, okay? So think of the metric system kind of like a ladder, okay? And the middle step of that ladder is what's called the base unit, okay? Now, it could be one of three things. And let me just zoom in here. Okay, it could be one of three things. Your base could be, that's looking a little blurry. Your base could be liter, it could be meter, or it could be gram, okay? Now, the most important thing to remember about the base units, liter, meter, and gram, liter is going to be used when you measure something called capacity or volume, okay? And this is not like the volume on your television set. Capacity basically means the total amount something can hold inside it. So if you have a container like a glass or a cup, when you talk about its capacity, you talk about how much stuff can fit inside that container, okay? When we talk about meter, we're measuring distance or length, okay? So basically, if you put, for instance, the prefix kilo and add it to meter, you have a kilometer. Same thing, if you add the prefix milli to meter, you have a millimeter. And of course, those should sound very familiar to you because when do you talk about kilometers and millimeters? Obviously, when you're talking about distance or length, okay? And the last one we have is gram, okay? Now, what if I said to you the word kilogram? If I put those two together, what does that make you think of? Can you guess it? You got it. We're talking about weight, or how much things weigh, okay? So this is the most important ideas to take out of this very first introduction tutorial, and it is this. The metric system was developed to talk about measurement. So when you talk about anything, whether you're measuring capacity or distance or weight, using the metric system to do that. Kilo is the largest part of that metric system. Milli is the absolute smallest, okay? Right in the middle of that metric system ladder is what we call the base. And there's three units of measurement that we can look at. Liter measures capacity or volume, or how much stuff can fit inside a container. Meter, which measures distance or length, okay? And gram, which measures weight, how much things weigh. Okay? For instance, Mr. Clark weighs about 104 kilograms, kg. And I do need to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe I should go on a diet and stop eating all that junk food. Okay, so that's going to do it for this first introduction tutorial on the metric system. All right, now please watch my part 2. I'm going to talk about how to convert across the metric system. So if I have, for instance, 5 liters, well, how much is that exact amount in centiliters or milliliters? Okay, so there's a process for that as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Mr. C over and out.